What's going on, people? Guns blazing back at it again, and today I'm going to be bringing you a couple of Slifer the Sky Dragon decks. First one being an last Gambage variant, of course, and then the second one will be something new. So let's go over his effect. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon, can't be negated, and cards and effects cannot be activated in response, meaning of course no floodgates and whatnot. And therefore I'm already liking this better than Winged Dragon of Ra. Also, it gains 1000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. And if your opponent summons any monsters, they lose 2000 attack, and then if the attack hits 0, that monster is gonzo. So the deck runs pretty straightforward. You got your Crystal Seers and Decoichis to pick you up the combo pieces as you're waiting for your last Gambage. And the card draws will power up your Slifer in the long run. You got the Bolus to protect your life points while you're waiting for the Gambage turn. Now these are all interchangeable. You can use 3 spheres, you could use 3 regular Ebolas. The reason I prefer the regular ones is because they keep the opponent's monsters in attack mode while keeping you safe at the same time, meaning you can go for lethal on their attack mode monsters. So it's real simple. You get your Rise Disciple out, double summon into your Slifer, and then you got that Anti-Magique. Since Slifer takes care of the floodgates and whatnot, Anti-Magic Arrow should take care of the rest of the back row, and hopefully that nets you a 1-turn kill. We got Big Bang Shot in case your opponent is just going on the full defensive. You won't have a way to kill them unless you pierce through their defensive monsters. Then you got Owner's Seal in case they econ take your Rise Disciple. You take them right back. Anyways, that's it from me, my boys. Have yourselves a nice weekend, and this is Guns Blazing, signing out. Alright, so we're up against Dr. Belly and Crowler running Middle Age MX. One thing I gotta say real quickly is, if there's a difference between the Duel replay deck and the deck list on the right, the deck list on the right is the most updated. So this was one of the earlier duels I was playing with this deck. So I still had triple Sphere Ebola instead of the 2 regular Ebolas. I don't lead off with any Decoichi or Crystal Seer in my starting hand, which is rare. But it's kind of fine still because we do have Slifer Sunbolt right off the bat. I can summon him right here. That would have been fine too because he's going to start, reducing any monsters that he summons, potentially locking them down and preventing him from summoning anything. But I'm just gonna hold my ground for now. Gonna let this attack go through. And I pick up a Sphere Ebola here, so I decide I'm just gonna go aggressive. I didn't pick up any Crystal Seers or Decoichis, so there's no point in me stalling out any longer. I'm just gonna go aggro. Gonna go inside on him. Double summon out my Slifer. 3000 attack, not bad. But he does have that Sphere Ebola.
Puppy.
So, I'm fine. I got Slifer on the field, 3 Ebolas in the hand. He sacks for his Ancient Gear Golem. Keeping his Cassell on the field, probably thinking that it would be 3300 attack. Not knowing that Slifer is going to reduce this boy by 2000. So he's at 13, he sets 1 in the back. And this is where I go all the way inside on him. And Spell Striker, don't mind that because, I just replaced it with Owner's Seal if you're wondering what I replaced it with. Because Spell Striker cannot be special summoned. Anyways, I rolled that 6. There are no bricks. And Anti-Magique Arrows to seal the deal. Farm this boy, send his nutsack to the Shadow Realm, and this is actually the first time I, got 8,000, over 8,000 in a PvP match. So that was a juicy farm. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so next one's up against Settle Flyba, and we're going first, which is better for us because, there's one less Batage phase that you have to survive. And right here, you have a choice between Decoichi and Crystal Seer. There's pros and cons for each one leading off first. I decided to go Decoichi first because it doesn't reveal my strategy. Crystal Seer, they'll see your pickup, so if they see Slifer, if they see Anti-Magic Arrows, then they're going to know how to play around it a little. My opponent's not sending any back row for whatever reason, which is weird because I checked out his deck after. Boy has tons of back row, maybe he just bricked. Anyways, I go ahead and set my Crystal Seer now. And see, that Slifer would have been revealed. Here, Crystal Seer will reveal my cards, but at this point it doesn't matter because next turn I have Gambage up. I'm probably going to go all in with the cards that I have right now. He sees the Anti-Magic Arrows, but again, if I Gambage and went all in this turn, he won't be prepared for that. Anyways, I'm not going to go all in this turn because, I still have a Crystal Seer available to me. I'm still at 4,000 life points. I'm in no need to rush. Crystal Seer is going to pick me up something spicy again. I got that Rise Disciple, got that full combo, and I'm ready to roll. Goes in with his Lacone. Got Bacon Betrayed. And I'm gonna summon Ra's Disciple first because it takes out all the Ra's Disciples from your deck so that when you gambage, you don't have to worry about picking up any Ra's Disciples, since they can be played from your deck. So I rolled that 4, and it's pretty basic from there. Basic deck, basic strategies. Just summon out that Slifer, go for his Bacon Nutsack, and that's another easy farm. Alright, last duel with this deck before I move on to a different Slifer deck, because honestly, every duel with this deck is the same. Either you gambage into nothing, or you get your Slifer out, get him pumped up, and attack into something. That's all this deck does. Anyways, I'm just gonna set this Crystal Seer face down on her knees, ready to do whatever I please. And before you guys assume what I'm gonna ask her to do, all I'm gonna ask her to do is draw me a card. That's it. Dirty-minded animals. Anyways, this guy is probably just some Destiny Draw variant running some Lava Golems, so I'm gonna be cautious about, putting 2 monsters onto the field. I decide to flip up my Crystal Seer right here, right now, because I'm getting bored, and also I'm reaching the hand limit, so I'm trying to not drop any cards. I'm gonna go for the Gambage here. Even though I don't have my Ra's Disciple, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick one up, right? Rolling a 4, we're obviously gonna pick up a Ra's Disciple, but we don't pick up a Ra's Disciple. Again, I'm gonna play around the Lava Golem because it can kill me at this point. I'm not gonna set another Crystal Seer. I'm just gonna set these and drop 1 Crystal Seer because my hand's full. Yes, setting that anti-magic arrows in 2018, and Ra's Disciple comes through the next turn. So, I'm gonna pull the other one from the deck, double Simone, get out that Slifey, and play that face down anti-magie, baby. We setting that. Alright, so this one's a different spin, a different concept on summoning Slifer. Instead of Ra's Disciple, you got Spell Striker, you got Soul Exchange, also Twin-Head Behemoth, and Treeborn Frog. So you either get a bunch of monsters out and sack them, or Soul Exchange their monsters off the field for your Slifer. And this one is not as consistent in getting your Slifer out because it doesn't have as many draw options, and it doesn't have that last gambage. But we do have Invader of Privacy, so we got an alternate win con. This deck is not as focused on Slifer, but it still can do stuff even without Slifer. Anyways, he's gonna flip up his Wild Heart. He's got that Sojin on the field thanks to his skill, Fields of the Warriors. Crystal Seer picks me up my Slifer early, so that's looking good for your boy. I'm just gonna set this Frog right here. I have 2 back row, but I'm not gonna set him because I got a combo popping for him next turn. He's just gonna attack, and here's the combo. Here's the main combo of this deck, although it doesn't come through that often. It's very rare. I don't think this deck is consistent at all. It's mostly a concept deck, I'll tell you that. I don't want you to be fooled, but it is spicy when it comes through. So I'm gonna Econ take with my Treeborn Frog and resummon the Treeborn Frog. Keep in mind that you have to have toggle on in your standby phase to be able to do this, to get that second Treeborn summon. And then I'm gonna Banish my enemy controller to summon Spell Striker and sack all of those for that Slifer. Now I did set my Overwhelm. I could have just, not set it and go for a 4,000 attack, but I was thinking he has 2 back row. He's probably gonna be able to protect. Turns out it didn't pop, so I look like a baboon here, not going for that OTK, but it could have went either way. Anyways, he's just gonna set 1 in the back row. I will admit that I am a baboon for not summoning this right here and going for 2 attacks, because he econs me right here. But at least we get to see Slifer's next effect, which is pretty spicy. He's gonna storm off for whatever reason. No Wild Tornado, so I'm not worried. Tries to summon that Blado Knight, but Slifer just gobbles him up. Gives him that gobble gobble. Gobble that up. Okay, so that's it for the Slifer action. I'm using the same deck with the Slifer again, but I don't summon Slifer this game, so if you were here just for the Slifer, you are dismissed. You may go. I allow you, but do leave a like before you dip, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, the reason I'm showing this is just, make the video a little longer and show off this combo a little more, because I do believe that the Spell Striker stuff has some potential. I do plan on making a new Monarch deck using a similar setup to this. Once I buy some of that new box and pick up that new Monarch, I think it's called Destalos. Anyways, we're up against a Phoenix deck, and he's gonna sack his Phoenix. By the way, I saw a little combo earlier with Kaiser Glider. If you pop it with Fire King Island or your Yaksha, you can actually return one monster on the field to their owner's hand. So that's pretty strong, actually. I didn't even know you can do that. Anyways, I get my treeborn popping. And I'm just going to set that Crystal Seer. Not going to set this yet because obviously Phoenix is going to come back. So he gets that popping. And surprise, surprise, he has a second Phoenix and deal with the Dark Ruler. But I will not kill the Kai. I refuse to. He's going to go for both of my monsters with this beast. And obviously I'm going to pick up that Econ so I can run some Econ take plays with my treeborn frog.
You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps, his pride!
I can't believe it. What kind of strength allows a person to fight against and overpower their own enslaved body?
But there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps.
But this has never happened to me before. Since when can the possessed say no to the possessor?
My mind and my
Guess I've been keeping you waiting for a long time, Vegeta. But no more.